Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. As you guys can see up on the screen, today I want to talk a little bit about SOFI Technologies Incorporated, or ticker symbol SOFI. If you guys are maybe not as familiar with this company or with the stock, that is SOFI. And yeah, today, not so great of a day for SOFI. Down 2.52% on the day, down 14 cents. We're sitting at 542. I'm recording this at like 2 p.m. Eastern, so there is still a little bit of time left in the trading day. These things could change, but overall, we've been pretty much red all day. We're looking like we're going to continue to be pretty much red all day. Looking at the broader market, we can see there's a lot of red in the market overall. So it's not just SOFI. You know, Dow Jones is down, S&P is down, Nasdaq's down, Russell's down, but these are all down less than a full percent. And the fact that SOFI is down, you know, over 2% is definitely not a great sign. It is red in a red day, but it's also underperforming the market, which I think is definitely something that you always need to consider. Now, hey, we don't want to overreact about a single day or anything like that. And so far, yes, year to date, SOFI has been doing very, very well, up 20.89% in just 19 days. Today's January 19th, 2023. So that is really, really crazy. But yes, today in isolation, not all that great for SOFI. But of course, as always, we have plenty of stories to talk about. So let's get right into that. First, investorplace.com dropping a bomb on us. 3 sorry stocks to sell in January before it's too late. By understanding when it's time to sell, you can maximize profits and minimize losses. And yeah, they have their list of 3, like I said, sorry stocks that they're telling people that they might want to consider dumping right now. And you can see atop the list is SOFI. SOFI stock is overheated at a time when many quality names are trading at a discount to historical highs. They also have Riot and GameStop, which, like, hey, Riot, yes, crypto company. Crypto obviously hasn't been doing that great, and it's seen a little bit of a rebound. Maybe they're saying, hey, you should sell in that rebound before it crashes more. But they're also telling you to sell after the entire crypto market's down like 70% in the past couple of months or whatever. So I don't know. That seems a little bit of a buy high, sell low type mentality to me. And of course, GameStop, you know, depending on how you feel about the meme stocks or whether they're overhyped, overrated, whatever, they could always be on lists of stocks you should sell. So this seems kind of weird to be lumping in SOFI with Riot and GameStop. But I don't, necessarily disagree that this could be a good time to sell SOFI. Could be. Who knows? That's just an opinion. I have no idea for sure, but I think the argument could definitely be made that, hey, SOFI's up 21% in the last 19 days. When something goes up 21% in 19 days, it's probably not ever a terrible idea to at least consider selling a little bit of it. And could this thing absolutely cool off? Yes. And if it does cool off or crash back down or even go in the red year today, I wouldn't be totally shocked and surprised, but I wouldn't say it's going to be because of anything SOFI specific. I would just say, hey, the market's been doing pretty good to start 2023. And if the market turns around, SOFI's most likely going to turn around with it. So, if I was considering selling some right now, it wouldn't be because I didn't believe in SOFI in the short, medium, long term, whatever. It would be because, I don't necessarily believe in the markets for the short or medium term, 2023 and maybe into 2024. Obviously, in the long term, I absolutely believe in the American markets and the economy and all that stuff. But there's a lot of red flags and stuff going on right now. So who knows? But did just kind of think it was interesting that Investor Place put this out, at least one of their contributors. Again, it's just, it's always one writer on these websites. It's not like the whole website thinks SOFI sucks or something like that, but at least one person's opinion. On the SOFI stock subreddit, we have, some big stories as well. Of course, Pay in 4 is now here. This is a screenshot from the SOFI app where, hey, refer your friends, autopilot, shop local, buy stocks, ETFs, and more. And then Pay in 4 early access is now rolling out to some, if not all, members on the app, which is definitely cool to see. We do have the Pay Later with Pay in 4 split approved purchases between $100 to $500 into 4 interest-free payments, 4 easy installments, split approved purchases of up to $500 into 4 payments, and pay every 2 weeks. That is what they are going with. So kind of cool to see, another feature rolling out. Here you can see every 2 weeks how it looks in the app. Looks pretty clean, looks pretty straightforward. Still, some people do stay. This was 2 days ago. They're still waiting on the update. Seems like it's a slow rollout, but who knows? We'll have to see how this kind of pans out over the next couple of months, I guess, and see what the reaction to it is and everything. See how many people are using it. See how good it ends up being. Obviously, it seems like they're starting small. They're starting conservatively, and they're probably going to ramp it up over time. We also had this news coming out that SOFI has been initiated by JP Morgan as a neutral at 6.0. This person says they received the message in their E-Trade account this morning. And I think this is also funny. It's like Pepsi setting a price target on Coke. It is weird when these competitors, set price targets on each other and have buy and sell ratings and all that stuff. And obviously they want to, be giving out good information and be held to some kind of accountability and all that stuff. But at the same time, of course, there is probably some bias and some other interests at hand and stuff there. But still interesting whenever people do put out, different ratings or different assessments of SoFi out there. It's always going to be a news story, especially with a big institution and a big firm like JPM putting something out. So just wanted to let you guys know that is out there, but not really any strong opinions or anything like that right now, at least from JPM about SoFi. Kind of an interesting story to definitely keep an eye on from the Wall Street Journal. Big banks are now seeing deposit outflows. Executives at JP Morgan and Bank of America both said deposits have started leaving to chase higher rates. Deposits fell 5% at JP Morgan, 6% at Bank of America, and 7% at Wells Fargo. And this person at least assumes or hopes that some of this is definitely going to SoFi. Obviously, SoFi has some very, very competitive and very, very strong rates in both checking and savings accounts right now. And yes, obviously it's very, very possible that these bank deposits are seeing outflows for people chasing higher rates. And also just in general, people don't have as much savings right now. People are having to tap into their savings. People are having to tap into their bank accounts. People are having to spend a lot of the money that they've been able to save up over the past couple of years. So I would assume some of it is chasing rates. I would also assume some of it is just, hey, people it's just bad economic times. People are having to spend money. This is something, if you got to spend money, obviously it's going to be outflowing from your bank. But yeah, I don't know, something to keep an eye on as well. Maybe it's a good sign that money's leaving some of these bigger institutions to go to SoFi. Maybe it's a bad sign if deposit rates in general are kind of going down. Definitely, probably, like I said, probably a little bit of both, but something to keep an eye out on for sure. Did think that this was just kind of funny. We have some pictures of Anthony Noto and DJ Khaled. For those of you who don't know, again, this is Anthony Noto, the CEO of SoFi, and this obviously being DJ Khaled. A couple of different photos of them together, which is absolutely hilarious. And people saying Noto looks drunk. You could see this as a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe we're getting the DJ Khaled touch of good luck, or maybe we're getting some bad vibes or some bad coming the way of SoFi with some of these pictures as well. But either way, just thought it was kind of funny, like breaking up these videos with some other different types of news and stories and stuff every once in a while as well. And then final thing I want to talk about today, people continue to ask level 1 options. Does anyone know or does anyone have any idea when we will get level 1 options into SoFi? I don't know why I keep clicking on and off. I hate this new Reddit where when you click on, like the sides and stuff, it gets cut off. Here we go. Does anyone have any idea when we will be getting level 1 options in SoFi to be able to write covered calls and puts? Some people saying they can't wait. I'd like to know too. Nothing definitive has been mentioned yet. But again, if SoFi does want to be the one-stop shop for all kinds of different financial services and everything, they need to actually be offering all the different kinds of financial services. And there's people out there who, would really like to use them if SoFi offered them. Some people who are maybe would come over to SoFi if they offered them. So in some ways, they're kind of missing out. In some ways, they're just not fully fleshed out or developed yet as like the place with all the different financial services going on. So I mean, on one hand, it's good. SoFi definitely still has more room for like growth and potential and still developing in a lot of ways, but also at the same time right now today they're not there with everything fully ready to go yet. They don't have everything that all the different kinds of people are looking for in terms of all the financial services. But hey, hopefully that's on the horizon. It will come soon, and when it does roll out, hopefully it's a feature that people really like, enjoy, take advantage of, and is an effective one. But we'll have to wait and see. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one, but until then, peace.